Could I be eating humble pie? I don't know. I honestly don't know at the minute. But honestly, I'm so excited to record this episode for you guys because it turns out that we've had an astonishing week. Absolutely astonishing. We've shown prices online. Who would have believed it? So last week, I mean, I'm not getting too excited because last week was really, really poor. And this week has been really, really good. But so which is the true? Or is it in the middle? Is it? I don't know. So this next week will be really, really interesting to see exactly what happens and to see our conversion rate and to see if we continue hitting reservations. I'm going to go through with you now. So there was 14 quotes last week. Don't forget, quotes are not the same anymore because quotes are people who've got in touch with us after they have had a price online. So therefore, the conversion rates you would expect to be absolutely phenomenal. I think in America, the conversion rates are 75%. From memory, I'll have to look this up in my mastermind and the people I spoke to as well. I'm sure they're around about 75% because obviously the biggest objection is the price. So once I've already got the price, then the other objections tend to fall away. There's not really any objections. So when you do get a quote, when someone does get in contact with you, you would expect to close a massive amount of those. So we had 14 people contact us last week, 14 quotes. Guess how many reservations? We had 10 reservations. So at the minute you'd expect a little bit more, but we still had 10 reservations, which was incredible. 71.43% conversions. So that's an average, by the way, of 2 people a day contacting us. We had 10 move-ins as well. So that was a conversion rate of obviously 71.43% as well. I find that phenomenal. And it's not just happened at Willerby as well. I'll go into Clough Rose figures tomorrow, but the Clough Rose figures are incredible as well. And if you look at the top of a funnel, let's have a look. I'll go into this, the Google Analytics. So last week we had 335 users, 335 people actually came on our website, and we had 20 reservations in total. We had 10 reservations at Clough Road. So that's a conversion rate of 6.2%. That is phenomenal, phenomenal. Gavin Shields on holiday. I've been messaging him this week as well. And I think his top performing website is somewhere around about 3.5%. So we're absolutely smashing it out of the park. Can it continue? Can it continue showing prices and these conversion rates? If they do, then there is no doubt in my mind that we've got to show prices. However, if it's the same as last week, then there's no doubt in my mind that we don't compare prices. So at the minute, it's 1-1. 1 week for putting price online and 1 week for not putting price online. So that's why I'm genuinely excited by this next week and what's going to happen. And are the reservations going to continue to flow, or are they going to be like the previous week? And I know it's pretty sad, but this is genuinely making me happy because I'm like, oh, what's going to happen next? It's terrific. Absolutely love it. Let's have a look if I can tell you any more data from this. I can't actually. Let's see if I can go back here because we've changed the way we show this now. I can't. No, sorry. Never mind. I'll find out for you tomorrow how many people went in to our quotes to get a price, and we'll tell you a little bit more information. And if that's it, no, that's not it. Right. So let's go back to our data. So the data that we're showing now is we moved in 1,035 square foot last week of new move-ins. And then we had 4 people take extra rooms or downsides. So in total, we took 1,240 square foot. 1,240 square foot in the end of October. You what? In 1 week? I'll take that. Thank you very much. The Luton van was rented out 7 times. A very, very busy week for the Luton. Where did the quotes come from then? Passing by was 4. That was 29%. 21% came from Google. That was 3. And then we had 1 came from used before. So we've only documented 8 quotes here of where they come from because we haven't found out the other data from the other people. So, for example, when they ring, we haven't, for whatever reason, we haven't found out exactly where they have come from. I don't know why. I'm going to have to ask the team about that because we still want to know this data. We still want to know where they come from just to make sure we're marketing the correct areas, etc., etc. And it's always good for data to compare and contrast. So last week, we moved in 1,240 square foot. We moved out 975. So we was a net result of 265 square foot up. It's been a fantastic October. It really has. I think we're like 1,600 square foot up at the minute. And the site is currently 84% occupied. 84%. That is terrific. Do you remember when it went below 80 not so long ago? That was scary times. I did not like that. And so now it's on the right track, especially let's not forget this is October. And so November and December are traditionally tough months, but October is traditionally a tough month as well. If we get through quarter 4 and we're level, then I'd be normally over the moon. Now I'm thinking, hang about a minute, we could probably even, hopefully we'll be in a positive, because we're already coming into November with 1,600 square foot to play with. 1 second, I'm just going to drink a tea. So yeah, I would expect that we would hopefully, this is why it's so interesting, because we just don't know. This has been more of a normal year because of COVID in the previous couple of years, but then I wouldn't expect October to be so good. However, don't count your chickens. There's still November and December, and then we need to get through January, February, and then it starts picking up in March, and then we're into the summer months again. So if we can continue around about 84%, 85% full throughout the winter months, that would be incredible, because then next year we can build on that, and we would expect them to be hitting the 90% marks. And the true period revenue as well, the amount of money we're taking, we're hitting £76,000 this month. So that is nearly an all-time record, and we're not too far away from the highest ever occupancy in this site. So exciting things, exciting. Right, all the data. So we had 14 rooms moved in, 12 moved out, and so that's total internal rooms occupied of 357. 2 containers moved in, so we've got 50 containers now. We've still got 4 car parking spaces. However, we've just evicted somebody to put a new container in there, and the store occupancy is 84.07. We've just added 2 more containers as well. That's moved around some cars and added 2 more containers. So the weekly average sales per move-in is £28.62. So nice there, because obviously we try to hit £25. So anything above that is good. Amount of insurance sold. This was a bit of a worry for me, because I was, if you're online, then if people are reserving online, etc., then you would expect most people to click the minimum insurance, and but at the minute, we're still hitting 5,400, £54,000 worth of insurance we took, and we're averaging 5,400 per move-in. That's good. I still want to be never below £5,000. So yeah, over the moon there. Right, move-ins due next week. Could be a tough all week. We've only got 5 move-ins due for 400 square foot, and we've got 6 move-outs due for 600 square foot. So it could be a tough week. Let's have a look, see what else. Revenue sheet. And out of all these reservations, what we do is we mark down exactly where they heard from us. So I'm going to go down. I'm just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, we've got a discrepancy here. So I've got a spreadsheet opened up where I ask for every reservation. I want to know where they come from. How did they book? Because then if it's us doing the callbacks, etc., then if the reservations come from callbacks and not people actually seeing price online, then it distorts the figures. So I want to know exactly how they're booked. And it says here we've got 21 reservations. But we've only counted on the official figures. We've only counted 20. So I have actually emailed the team this morning and asked what's the reason for this. But let's just go through these reservations really quickly, because I've got to take the kids to school. So we've got 1 person who booked online. That's the first reservation. Then the other person walked in, and then I'll tell you, out of 21 reservations, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We had 8 of those that booked online. That's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Booked online. The rest of them, somebody called and booked. Another person called and booked. Then somebody else called and booked. Then called us. Then came in. Then somebody came in for a visit. Somebody else walked in. Somebody booked on phone, so actually rang up and booked on phone. Somebody booked over the phone as well. One was a callback one, so that's the only one that we've had this week who was a previous in our system, if you like, in our sales process. And somebody else called and booked, and then somebody was a walk-in. So the great thing is here, my biggest takeaway for the week is that people are actually contacting us as well. Just because you're displaying your price online, it doesn't mean that customers won't be contacting you, phoning you up, emailing you, and stuff like that. So that's a big takeaway for me, because we had 14 quotes. Normally, I want to get 28 quotes per week, but we had 14 last week. But don't forget, 28 quotes is by what we call a quote. Is people asking for a price online, and we get their details, and then we can call them. So 14 I don't think is too bad whatsoever. For me, it's been really, really positive. I'm really happy with this this information here. Let's have a look at some other data then. What we can see. Right, so we have the revenue sheet here. We took £27,578.30 last week, £4,748.83 at Clough Road, £2,863.51 at Beverley, and £19,973.96 at Willerby. So not too shabby, but we want to get them Beverley and Clough Road up at the minute as well, the amount we're taking. I think Beverley is currently 88% full, somewhere on there, 89% full. And Clough Road, we will tell you all tomorrow. Let's have a look. See, I've got loads of data on my spreadsheet that I get. Is there anything else I need to tell you guys? Yeah, so we can still, there is ways at the minute that we can still improve our website, because I believe that when you ask for a price, when you say price, the process we go through is when you ask for a price, then you've got to choose your room size and then you get your price. I don't think that's slick enough at the minute because we're still losing people. So 85 people visited the price page. So they wanted the price and then they come to select your room size. And then we only had 69 people of that 85 who actually selected the size. So we're still missing out on people. If we just showed them a price straight away, instead of saying what room size do you want, then I believe that it would be higher. So it'd be 69 divided by 85. We're getting 81% of the people clicking a certain size. However, we want more than that. That was at Clough Road. At Willerby, we had 60 people actually clicking the size they wanted, and we out of 74 people who visited the page. So again, 81%. So 81% of people, that's incredible that they're both the same. So the takeaway there is that people want it easy. We've got to make it easy as possible. If you remember, it was like 45% we was getting when we was asking people for information. So we've nearly doubled it, the amount of people seeing the prices. However, we're still losing out on 19%, which we need to change. We need to make sure it's a bit slicker there. And so we're going to continue this. I mean, last week I was thinking, absolutely not. Mahesh, get this stuff on my website, get the prices back on, revert back to how we was before. Now I'm thinking, right, okay, we've got data. Even if we have a shitty week this next week, we still can't, we're going to have to carry on for at least another week after that. So this test is going on for another 2 weeks at the minimum now, unless we have a really, really bad week this next week or we have no reservations, but I can't see that happening. And then we're going to improve it as we go. So hopefully the results will improve. Like I say, 337 users we had, and we had 20 reservations or 21 reservations, which is a 6% conversion rate, 6.2%. It's incredible. So that's top of the funnel. 6% of people visiting our website have actually booked. Mental. Right, guys, I'm going to have to go. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll speak to you tomorrow, and we'll talk about Clough Road and how that's doing, and that's improving as well. So, yeah, happy Dean. See you later, guys. Love you. I appreciate you. Bye.